When we talk about the American economy today, I think the most salient and important point to be made is that half of our people are living paycheck to paycheck because the wages they receive are just too low. As all of you know, the federal minimum wage now is a starvation wage of $7.25 an hour. Congress hasn't raised that since 2007. And the result is that millions and millions of people are working 40, 50 hours a week, and they're still having trouble paying the rent, feeding their kids, going to a doctor when they should. And that is why we must raise the minimum wage to at least $15 an hour. And the other point here, which is really a scandal, is that you have many large corporations owned by some of the wealthiest people in this country. For example, Walmart. Walmart is the largest employer in America. It is owned by the Walton family, the wealthiest family in America, worth about $200 billion. And by the way, their wealth has gone up by $50 billion during the pandemic. You got one of the Waltons, a gentleman named Rob Walton, who owns tens and tens of millions of dollars in antique cars. He loves antique cars. Tens of millions of dollars he owns in antique cars. And yet this company, Walmart, starts its workers off at $11 an hour, a starvation wage. And it's not just Walmart. You got McDonald's, you got Burger King, you got Dollar General, you got Dollar Tree, you got all of these companies out there that are often very, very profitable. They pay their CEOs very big bucks, millions of dollars a year, and yet somehow they can't pay their workers a living wage. And what happens is that when workers are forced to live on starvation wages and they get food stamps as they need to, as they get Medicaid as they have to, as they live in public housing, who do you think is paying that bill? The middle class, the working class of this country is paying substantial amounts of money in taxes. We're talking about tens of billions of dollars a year, subsidizing the Walton family. Does that make any sense to anybody? We are subsidizing the Walton family because they can't pay decent wages to their workers, and their workers are forced to go on public assistance. That is outrageous. So together, we're going to turn this thing around one way or the other. But at the end of the day, we need an economy that works for all, not just the 1%, not just the Walton family. That means that every worker in this country who works 40 hours a week should not be living in poverty. So let's keep going. Let's go forward, and let's address this enormous crisis. Thank you very much.